the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, that 380. What we got? What we got? What we got?
A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Sugar! Watch the curve! Watch the curve! Five! Hey, man! Watch the boot! Watch the boot!
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws it. Pick has to do the same thing.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Oh, the Air pressure too much. Down he goes. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down. Hey, Wahoo! Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
72.
Brady now on 1st down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check right, 54. Sugar.
Now Brady again. He completes it to Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Rush in. Good job right there. Good job right there. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. Dorsett's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Shadow! Mike 54! Mike 54! Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll toss it to Breida. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, here's Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Brady now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the slant.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady, he goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, Delta. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. What?
Hey, box drop.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Don't get nervous. Wait, pretty hurt.
To throw again, Brady. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Gun. 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Motion, 89. Watch 89.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Goal 50. Hey, Echo.
Mike 54. Here it comes. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the backer. Regular.
Alert.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. D Ford, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Alabama.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ozzy! Hey, Alpha!
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10. Under 10.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here I come again. Check nickel. Hatchet.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Brady now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This time Wilson will throw. Flushed out right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Sue. Hey, second.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Wilson wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting...
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 83 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetic stuff.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.